Hey guys, be sure to like and subscribe. Today I want to talk about why I love the Philippines so much. When I first come over here, you're all excited to be here. You're excited to do things, and then after about 6 months, the newness starts to wear off, and you start settling in, and it becomes more your home, and it has like a different sense of direction for you than when you first get here, and you're ready to tear the Philippines apart and just have a blast and have at it. And you can still do that even after that 6 months when the newness wears off, because you know what? Some days the newness never wears off. And some days I wake up and say, yeah, I did this, I did that, but like today I'm sitting here, I'm enjoying myself. I'm just sitting out here, not listening to any music or anything, just sitting here having a soda. And it feels like it's 75 degrees out here. It's actually a cool day. We have a beautiful breeze. It's a little bit overcast. The sun's starting to come out a little bit. But I'm just sitting here, and it just feels good. And some days I like to get up, and I just like to go out on the water, or jump in a vehicle, go someplace, go to Tagaytay, go to Batangas, go to Manila and do something up there or whatever. But the Philippines always has something to offer me here. And sometimes I'll just go visit a friend and go chit chat or whatever. And the great part about this is we're going to have a lot of expats here that want to kind of do the same thing. And we're going to be going traveling and doing things and put together maybe once a month or twice a month. We'll go on a trip or something like that and just get away for a while or whatever. But something, a lot of guys that are back home, they really miss out on life because they work up until their 60s and 70s. And I retired at 55, and I've been lucky because I'm healthy. And as you age, you never know when that time's going to come where you lose some of that health that you have, and you're not able to do the things that you want to do. So I always tell people, if you can retire early if you can afford to do it. Get out there and start doing the things that you want to do, because life isn't going to last forever. And your health isn't going to last forever. There was something I read the other day, actually, and it was about being positive and optimistic. And optimism actually makes you live longer by 10 to 15%. It makes you live longer, being optimistic about things that, it says it doesn't even tie in with health or what you eat or exercise. It says just optimism. People that are more optimistic live longer than people that are not optimistic about life. And I'm always one of these people that believes that things are always going to get better, or things will be okay in the end. I've learned in my life that this too shall pass. You know what I'm saying? This too shall pass. And I get that now. My father used to tell me, you have a problem today, tomorrow it'll be gone, or in a week or so. He says it just goes away on its own. He says it doesn't seem as big as it usually does. And that's the way I kind of take things now. Like when I see a problem arise, unless it's a huge problem, but even then, that too shall go away. It'll pass. And life is different from me because of thinking like that. It just, have that optimism in your life that you want to live life, and you want to do the things you want to do, and it'll happen. It'll happen if you stay positive. We talk about these things all the time, that things kind of manifest themselves. If you really focus on something long enough and you stay at it, it'll come to you. It'll come to you, because just about everything that I've wanted in my life, because I stay focused on it and I don't let it go. I don't drop the ball. And if I do drop the ball, I pick it back up again and I keep on going. And it just kind of manifests itself. It happens after a while. And that's the fun part about life. It's like a discovery. They have that book, and it's also a movie called The Secret. And I've followed that for most of my life since I heard about that, and other people have talked about it too. And it's kind of a cool thing to use in your life, because if you do focus on things, for some reason that positivity attracts your dream. It attracts what you want. And in my life, that's been true. I've noticed, like, just about everything that I wanted in my life, because I've always kind of been that way in my life, has come true for me. When I was younger, I wanted to do this coin collection. That was this phenomenal coin collection, And I did it. And when I reached the top, I sold off all the coins and stuff. But I mean, it's it's kind of cool when you reach that goal and you focus on these things. It's just kind of fun because you can say, well, I can scratch that off my bucket list now, and I can move on to the next thing. And it's always good to have something in that bucket list to keep you going and stay focused. And I love the Philippines. This is probably one of the best moves that I've ever done in my life, was come here. And I love Belize also. Belize is also another great place. But one thing I can say about the Philippines is that here I got it all. I have the good weather. Yeah, we have our rainy season, and the rainy season I use to my advantage. I learned to use that time to do things that I need to do. To focus on maybe fixing up the inside of the house or whatever, so it's more comfortable for me, or focus on putting different kinds of apps that are going to make my life better during that time or what have you. I use my time wisely, and that's the great part about being retired, is you have that time to focus on yourself, on this guy here, and on your family. And it just makes life feel better when you have that time to focus on you a little bit and your family. And I'm able to call my sister. I'm able to talk to my friends more. And when I was working, I didn't have that. I didn't have time to focus on all that. And now I can. And it's awesome. It really is awesome to have that. And, like some mornings I get up and I'll just stay in bed. I'll stay in bed till 11, 12 o'clock or whatever, and I'll get up for 2 hours and I'll go back to bed again, just because I can. And that's a good feeling, being able to do that. And then some days I get up and I'll say, hey, I'm going to the beach, or I'm going to go swimming, or I'm going to go hang out with my friends, or I'm going to go visit some friends or relatives, or I'm going to go to the mall or whatever. But that's the great part about life here, is that you can do whatever you want when you're retired. It becomes yours again, because as children we kind of lose that sense of adventure as life goes on. We're so focused on what's going on in life, and life kind of strips away the enjoyment because of all divorces or deaths or what have you that go on in your life, and losing people, working all the time. It just kind of takes away that fun. And when you retire, you kind of get that back. And that's the great part that I love about, being retired and being an expat. But anyway, guys, I want to focus on that today and get you guys thinking about it a little bit, because, a lot of guys miss out on what retirement has to offer. And, you have to find things that keep you busy here too. You really have to have something that keeps you busy. But sometimes just sitting here, that's enough for me. I enjoy just sitting here and taking in the day. And that's the best part about life here in the Philippines, guys. God bless. Take care.